What's good, YouTube? It's Adam from I'm Music Mobile. Welcome to a brand new video. Today we're gonna go ahead and remake from scratch Father by Kanye West and Travis Scott. The tempo for this one is 107 beats per minute, and the track is produced by Kanye West, Travis Scott, Sheffmade, Jahaan Sweet, Shape Pope, Just a One, and André Troutman. The song features two samples. We're going to start off with the main one that you hear throughout the entire track. Before we go ahead and bring in that sample, we'll change our tempo mode over to automatic mode. This way when we bring in that sample, it'll make it really easy for us to chop it up. So the main sample for this beat is Johnnie Frierson's Heavenly Father, You've Been Good. So we got several chops that we need to take from this sample. Now it's going to get a little confusing as we go on in the track because we got to take samples from here and there, but hopefully it will be easy to follow. For that intro snippet, we're going to go to bar 112. And it sounds like this.
Give us love, another day.
And that goes on for quite a bit. It goes all the way to bar 136.
You've been good. You've been good.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and chop that up, and we have a total length of 24 bars. And then we got to get a second sample here, or second chop for the intro. It starts at bar 145.
I just want to say thank you, Lord.
And that's pretty much all we need. We'll just take 2 bars of that. So we'll go from 145 to 147. Now those are the 2 samples for the intro, but we might as well just go ahead and chop up what we need for the rest of the track. So for the next sample, we'll jump over to bar 154. We gotta just put a chop there, and it sounds like this.
You've been better to us than we've been to ourselves.
And we're gonna go ahead and just cut it up on the 12th bar from there. So we're gonna go all the way from 154 to 166. Now we're not gonna use everything in the sample, but I'll show you why in a moment, why I did that. And then we gotta go ahead and chop up one more piece or one more clip. And we're gonna go ahead and just take this back all the way to bar 66 here. It's gonna zoom on out. And we're gonna take this clip right here.
Father, you've been good. You've been good.
And we're gonna go ahead and take a 6-bar edit or 6-bar chop of that one over here. And that rounds out all the chops that we need for the track. So now let's get started. So the first thing that we're gonna do here is just select our track, make sure all the regions are selected. And we're gonna turn on flex mode. This way when we change the tempo to the tempo of Father, all those samples will automatically stretch. Now keep in mind that the signature for this track is in 3/4 and Father is in 4/4. So we're gonna need to go from 3/4 to 4/4 in this one. The intro we're gonna leave at 3/4, but for the rest of the chops, we're gonna go and flip it to a 4/4 signature. So let's go ahead and just bring in that Father tempo at 107 beats per minute. 107. We're gonna leave the 3/4 time signature for the intro only. And let's go ahead and get that intro clip that we need. So I think it was this one right here. So what I like to do is just duplicate that track. I'm gonna copy this down here. We're gonna make this really easy to follow along. Let's bring it all the way to the top of the track here. We'll mute out this for now. So this is our sample that we have. So the first thing we gotta do is stem split here because we just want the vocals here for the intro. So I'm gonna go Control click and I'm gonna go to Processing, Stem Splitter. And I'm just gonna take the acapella on this one, click Apply, and we get this.
Give us love, another day.
And then we got to stretch it to the length that we need for the track. So we're going to go to the end of our region here. We're just going to click and we're going to bring this down to 20 bars here. All right, so we're going to minus 4 bars here. And it's going to sound like this.
Give us love.
And then we got to go ahead and move that sample in the appropriate place. So we want the song pretty much to start on the love here when the keyboard comes into play.
Give us love.
All right, so what we're gonna do here is let's say bar 4 is gonna be our first bar technically, or the one that we're gonna aim to start the love on. So I'm just going to bring that to there. It's going to sound like this.
Give us love another day.
What we're going to do now is just add in the keyboard in the background. So we'll just use our software instrument track from here. We'll bring that down. And we're going to go bring in Logic's Alchemy. So we'll go Control Command P, bring in Logic's Alchemy. And the preset that we're going to use, let's make this a little smaller here. We're going to go over to our browser. We're going to use the preset called Nouveau 60s Organ. All right, and we're going to move the performance over to the dark swirly performance. All right, so I recorded that keyboard off camera because it is a little long. All right, so let's go ahead and get to some sound design. So we're going to leave actually the Alchemy preset as is. We're not going to touch it. What we are going to do though, however, is bring in some reverb just to put this into a space. So we'll go Control Command P, bring in Logic's Chromaverb. And I'm going to bring in a preset here, preset I like to use, FX Cave. All right, so that is the intro right there. Then we're gonna move on to the next section. We gotta go locate our next chop over here. So let's go ahead and find it. It's going to be this one right here. It's this quick one here.
I just wanna say thank you, Lord.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and just duplicate this track once again. Bring that down. And we're gonna bring that to the intro here.
I just wanna say thank you, Lord.
Except of course we gotta speed that up a little bit. So what we're gonna do here is go to the end here until we get these squiggly lines. We're just gonna bring this down until we get the length of 111 right there. And then what we're gonna do here is separate the vocals once again. So we're going to Control click. We're gonna go to processing, stem splitter, and we're gonna bring out the vocals here. So now we just have this.
I just wanna say thank you, Lord.
All right, and then what we gotta do here is go from 3/4 to 4/4 in our signature in the track. So we're gonna go ahead and switch that up. So we're gonna go over to bar 22 over here. And what we're gonna do is go to our tempo list, or sorry, our signature list. And we're gonna add in a new signature of 4/4. So when it hits bar 22, it's gonna change over to 4/4 signature. So we're just gonna go from here.
You've been good. I just wanna say thank you, Lord.
And then at bar 23, the beat does kick in. So I'm going to open up my drum kit over here, the Bully Deconstructed Kit. If you're interested for the drum sounds from Ye's Bully, link will be down below. So what we're going to do here is I'm just going to go over to the track Father, and I'm going to bring in, all this. We don't have to bring it in one by one. All the drum samples and sounds from Ye's Father and Travis Scott's. We'll bring into Drum Machine Designer just to quickly make that kit. And we'll start off with that main bass sound that we hear throughout the entire track, or pretty much the sound that makes this song.
I just wanna say thank you, Lord. I just wanna say thank you, Lord.
All right, we're just gonna duplicate this pattern. And then for these last 3 notes, we're gonna go like this. This should be on the D actually. And for this last note, it's gonna come down to C.
I just wanna say thank you, Lord. I just wanna say thank you, Lord.
All right, so the problem here is our notes are overlapping. So let's go ahead and make sure that our notes is set to mono so that we're not getting overlapping notes here.
I just wanna say thank you, Lord.
All right, so for this section, we also bring in another sample. So first things first, we gotta move this over. It actually doesn't start on that.
I just wanna say thank you, Lord.
And then we get that, I just wanna say thank you once again here.
Thank you, Lord. I just wanna say thank you, Lord.
And then here is where the next sample clip comes in. It's the one that goes, "You've been bad to us." So let's go ahead and...
You've been better to us.
So it's that sample right there. Let's go and duplicate that down. And I'm going to bring it closer to here, just so we can visually see it better. All right, first thing that we got to do here is remove everything and just keep the vocals in place. So just stem split that out to just vocals. All right.
You've been better to us.
And then we got to just truncate that down just to speed it up a little bit. So what we're going to do here, just to make it easy, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars. We don't need this section over here. So we're going to cut that out. All right. This is going to be pushed over to here. And it's going to sound like this after we shrink it down. So we're going to go to the end here. And we're going to go from 6 bars down to 4 bars. All right. And then we're just going to move this over. It's going to sound like this.
You've been better to us than we've been to ourselves.
All right, so that sounded a little off. I think we got to push that back a little bit. So I think the us needs to be on the 1 here.
You've been better to us than we've been to ourselves.
That sounds better. Next, let's get to the next section. We'll bring in that last chop that we need. All right, so that sample is going to be this one right over here. Let's go and duplicate that track. I'm going to copy it down. And we're going to leave it right here. I'm going to bring it down so it's closer to the other stuff here. And what we're going to do here is stem split this out. And we're going to keep the vocals and the guitar. So click apply. And really that's all there is in the track anyways. But we'll just split that out because we need to cut out some of the vocals. Once again, though, we got to make this go from 3/4 to 4/4. So we're going to go ahead and just take this over here. And we're going to go from 6 bars down to 4 bars. All right. And then what we're going to do is we don't need the rest of this vocal here. And this father part, we're going to bring it back to the 1. All right. So we come out of this section into this sample chop.
Then we've been to ourselves, Father.
All right, so now that section gets repeated a couple times throughout the song. Next, let's get to that big drum section. So what we're gonna do here is take this, we're just gonna copy it over, and let's just start adding some of those layers. I'm just gonna go ahead and bring in some reverb on the sample here. Except I am not on that track. Let's try that again. Control Command P, chroma verb. All right, let's keep layering. Let's go ahead and bring in that second snare. Next, let's bring in that kick. All right, let's go duplicate that over. Let's go ahead and do a double tap on that one, and that just repeats itself. All right, next let's bring in that layered kick. And that's just gonna happen on the second beat. And you know what this track needs? Some cowbell. And last but not least, let's bring that hi-hat. All right, so for the hi-hat, so it's not so robotic, we're just going to add in some velocity changes here, just to give it some movement. And then we're going to stretch this out to 32 steps, because right here near the end, we get a little bit of a repeat. So we're going to go over to repeat, and we're just going to duplicate this one over here. All right, so next let's get to the last new section here. So we're going to copy over this guitar part. So for the arrangement, we're not going to actually do the arrangement right here, but we'll get to it a little bit later. So it just goes out from this big section into this. And then we get like a James Brown interview sample from CNN. Like back in the day, James Brown did an interview on CNN. And it's a really funny interview. If you ever get a chance to watch it. I'll link it down below. But let's go ahead and bring that sample and then chop it up and put it in place. So here's the sample right here. It is from 1988. And the title of the video is this James Brown strangest interview ever? All right, so bring that in here. And then we got to go find the clip that we need. So the chop or the clip is at bar 66.
How's that, ladies?
Well, I'm asking you.
Huh? Because I look good.
What do you think that is? You
I
look
smell
good.
good. I
Yes.
feel good.
And you sing good.
And make love good.
So sorry, it says bar 67. So it's that clip right there.
And you.
Huh? Because I
What do you
look
think
good.
that is? You
I
look
smell
good.
good. I
Yes.
feel good.
And you sing good.
And make love good.
All right, so there it is right there. Next, what we're gonna do is just duplicate that up, bring that down over here, and we're gonna bring that into this section right over here. All right, so just like that. And then we'll just bring up the volume just to make it a little bit louder. So we'll select that, and I'm just gonna go like, let's say like 5, maybe a little bit more than that.
Huh? Because I
What do you
look
think
good.
that is? You
I
look
smell
good.
good.
So we're just gonna move this over because the I look good is gonna start over here.
Huh? Because I look
think
good.
that is? You
I
look
smell
good.
good. I
Yes.
feel good.
And what are you going to say? And you sing good.
And make love good.
All right, so that's good right there. So we're getting a lot of chatter in the background because I did not mute this part of the interview. And we could just take out this little first part. We don't need it. And it sounds like this.
Because I
What do you
look
think
good.
that is? You
I
look
smell
good.
good. I
Yes.
feel good.
And you sing good.
And make love good.
And then it goes out from that back into Travis Scott's part.
You sing good.
And make love good.
All right, so that's everything there is to the beat. Next, I'm going to go and mix it, arrange it, and when we come back, we'll take a listen to how everything sounds together.
Give us love, another day, and hear our prayer. Please, Lord, whenever we pray. You've been good. I just wanna say thank you, Lord. I just wanna say thank you, Lord. You've been better to us than we've been to ourselves. Father,
love good.
That right there is Ye and Travis Scott's father remade in Logic Pro. If you're Logic Pro users out there, I'm gonna go ahead and save this entire session for you. Place it as a downloadable link below this video. If you don't use Logic, I got your back as well. Go and export all your MIDI stems, audio stems, and of course include the drum kit that you heard in this remake. You can find that entire playback down below the like button as well. If you have a question on this or just want to chat or have any suggestions for future videos, just chat down below. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Later. Peace.